Your birthday.
I think the challenge is just being able to share it and not being worried about what the other person is going to say in response to you putting yourself out there.
It means safety for me. It means happiness. It means joy.
Love. What is love? Love. What is love?
Love. I feel part coerced, part I'm willing to be here.
Welcome to Ruthless, where you always find lots of foods for thought. Today we're in Birmingham and we're asking people what love means to them. Let's get it on.
Here we go. So what does love mean to you?
In a familial sense, if I think about my parents and my sister and my friends, it's loyalty, it's being there for each other, it's being a good listener, it's not judging, it's unconditional, I suppose.
Love means to me support, looking out for your partner, and just being with them through the bad times and the good times, and just sharing your experiences together.
Oh God, that is a big question. As my mate said, I suppose there's different forms, isn't there? So there's like the family love, the love that I have from my friends, which means so much to me. And then there's the other kind of elusive, long-lasting romantic love, which I think is the really difficult one nowadays.
I feel like love can be described in many ways. So for me, like the unconditional love that I have for family members means that I'd go to the end of the world to do whatever it is they wanted. I'd basically die for them. It's that feeling that you get of like overwhelming emotion that will literally mean you'll do whatever it takes to make that opposite person happy. Does that make sense?
Love means a lot for me. It means safety for me. It means happiness. It means joy, because I've got love means like home for me, because it's where you get everything that you need, everything you want, the happiness, the joy. It's so much. I can't really have the word to describe love. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And have you ever managed to be in that home and comfortable, loving
Yes,
feeling?
yes, of course. My first love actually is from God. I'm a Christian, and then I've got families that really love me so much, and I've got a husband that loves me a lot, and I mean a lot. So I would say I've really experienced love.
And how does it feel like to you? It seems like love is something very meaningful to you and something that you've pondered on. How does it feel like to lack love in a romantic sense right now in your life?
A mixture, really. I'm not someone who really feels a loneliness in the absence of love, but at the same time, it would be really nice to sort of meet that someone special.
Have you had anyone special in your past?
Yeah, I have. Whether that be someone that I was in a romantic relationship with, or maybe someone who didn't fancy me back. I've definitely had it, but it's not been without its problems. So it'd be nice to sort of have love in my life that's a little bit more straightforward.
It's like hard dating when you get older. I think when you're more sort of set in your ways about things, you become a bit more certain about who you are, but then that also makes you a little bit more restrictive of the sort of people that you meet and you date.
See.
Yeah.
So what are the things that you think you might need to shed off yourself in order to achieve that love, if you'd like to achieve that love?
Yeah, I think it's a massive personal thing, isn't it? I think the more open you are about who you are as a person, and the more authentic you are, I think the easier it is to meet people. But then I guess that probably removes a huge amount of like the dating pool. So it's a difficult one. I'm not one of those people that believe everyone's got one soulmate. I think there are lots of people out there that are kind of right for you at certain times and stages. But yeah, I think being authentic is the route to finding the person. Because if someone falls in love with you and you're not being yourself, they're not really falling in love with you, are they?
True.
So yeah, not that that's worked for me so far, but you know, here's to hoping.
Do you feel like unconditional love is something that can be attained in a romantic relationship?
Of course it can, as long as two people feel the same way about each other and have the same values and same morals, it's unstoppable. And technically it's unbreakable, but it depends on the person and how long you've known them for and vice versa. Of course, yeah.
Have you ever experienced anything close to that? If not that?
Everything I've described I feel from my family members, not so much another half yet. I haven't found that person yet, I'm still looking. So.
Seems like you are in love?
Yes.
Okay, and how long have you been in love for?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess a couple of years. Yeah, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me ask you this. What's the craziest thing you've ever done for love?
I don't know. I guess just running around the city drunk, just being stupid, just like shouting out your love for your partner. I think that's probably the craziest thing I've done.
I think if I go back to when I was a teenager, I did buy my first girlfriend a Valentine's Day Toblerone.
Okay,
You can't call that crazy.
No.
That was just sort of young love.
that's sweet.
In my 20s, I did take a girlfriend to Paris to try and sort of mend our relationship.
How did that plan out?
It was okay. I'm not with her now,
Yeah.
so yeah, clearly it didn't work in the long term. And I've recently, fairly recently, probably about sort of 5 or 10 years ago, I made a romantic gesture where I drew someone a picture, and it was quite embarrassing.
Was it a good picture?
I think it was a good picture. It was quite embarrassing, and things didn't work out with the woman in question. I thought it was quite a nice gesture at the time, so yeah.
Oh God, nothing compared to him. God, I don't know. I live abroad, so I guess I've like flown back to the UK to spend like 24 hours with somebody when I've been seeing them.
I can't really say, but I know some kind of experience for family, I would say. I know I was able to take care of my sister when she was sick. I left school for 2 years for that, so I feel it's because I love her a lot. That was why I could do that for her. So, and I never regretted it for one day.
You feel like it's easier to make those decisions when you live with a sentiment of love, even when it's a hard decision to make?
Yeah, it was hard, but it's something I feel like I'm supposed to do for her because she has done so much for me. So it's like I'm giving back the love she has given to me much more time. So it's no regrets.
I think it's probably money related. Obviously, giving away a lot more than I had, and then left myself without to make sure that they had. So.
And what's the craziest thing anyone's ever done for you for love?
Basically what I've said, to be fair. Like I said, my family members would do it, whatever I asked. It could be follow me halfway around the world, which is what one of my sisters did. I lived in America for a year and she came. Didn't have the money, but she came to I needed her to. So yeah, it's love, isn't it?
What's the craziest thing anyone's ever done for you?
Oh God, not much to be honest. Like a meal deal at Sainsbury's maybe, that's about as low as the bar is. No, that's unfair. I think some of the people that I've been with have made a real effort and done some crazy stuff, but nothing that springs to mind. I've never had anyone have a tattoo of my name or like move countries or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know. Do you need to have those big crazy gestures for it to be love? I'm not sure. Somebody making me a cup of tea without me asking would be
Small gestures of kindness.
yeah, small things. Oh, have I done it?
I don't know. I don't think anyone's ever done anything that crazy, so maybe they don't love me that much. That's probably not the answer you wanted.
Well, it's your answer, so it's true.
Out.
And what's the craziest thing anyone's ever done?
No, we don't give a fuck if it's your birthday. Yeah.
In the middle of everything, these people coming around you, appreciating you,
Yeah.
knowing that you're doing something very important. So that's very good.
Thank you.
I love it too.
So whatever topic you're discussing,
Love.
support you, brother.
Would you like to share some thoughts?
I love.
Okay. If you
Oh
just
my
let me
God,
ask
that's the best lady. Talk about
No,
She's
you're right.
love.
Yeah, it's asking
love.
questions about love.
Woo!
Yeah.
These are the people you should be interviewing.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about love.
Oh my God, love. What is love? What is love?
Love is passion, respect,
Amen.
admiration.
Amen,
If you have
brother.
two, you have enough. If you have all three, you don't have to die to go to heaven.
Yeah. We love love.
We love love too.
I want to be in that video. I want to see on TikTok. Love. You're in the video. Are you? Nothing less, nothing more, nothing's the best.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Oh my God, you should
Thank
take
you.
this law.
Wow.
Bye. Thank you.
You see, that's love.
That's definitely a lot of passion there.
Yeah.
I was asking you, what's the craziest thing anyone else has ever done for you for love?
It's a lot. I can't really keep count. It's just so much. I really don't know which one to take, which one to tell.
So if you can tell 2 or 3 maybe,
2 or 3.
maybe the most recent and then going back.
Okay, let me go backwards. I remember my brother. He actually sacrificed his, will I say, his young time to take care of myself after I lost our dad. So he stopped everything, school, everything, just to go do extra jobs, everything just to make sure we actually got the best. So that I will never forget, and he was actually amazing brother. And he's still
Selfless gesture.
yeah. Anytime I talk about it, I feel like
Oh.
yeah, well, yeah.
And it's okay to get emotional. That's a good reason to get
Yes.
emotional, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, lastly, what are the things you think that will help you find love in the future? This video.
Yeah, I think maybe, hopefully. I think I need to let go of my independent life. I think I've become quite used to it. So I think that's part me. I think some of the difficult relationships I've had in the past have scarred me a little bit, so I'm afraid of being vulnerable and getting hurt, I suppose. But also because we're now using sort of online dating in the modern world, it's quite a difficult world to navigate. So I think I need a bit of patience. I think I need to really commit myself to it, and also not have such high expectations, I suppose.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
For your time.
Is that all done?
Yes.
Dear God, thank you.